Hey, what's up, y'all? If you caught the painful video of just a little behind the scenes thing where Walter and I were coming up with the wheel spacers we need. You see, I cut the struts and I got these Zeus plates that I'll end up welding somewhere, wherever that tail wants to, and I got them a little long so I can bend them back towards the steel. Anyway, still kind of up in the air on that because the wheel is going to be offset out of center a little bit, and I got to get, probably about the last thing I do is fabricate a new chain guard similar to the one on the turbo bike. What I wanted to show you all today was, it turns out that both, and this is where it kind of got tricky on me, both of those rotors, excuse me, that came on that front wheel, and they're dished in. You can see here where they're dished in. This is where they mounted on the wheel. They pretty much ruined both of these in shipping, and it turns out that it really wasn't what I needed anyway, because I'm mismatching parts between 600, 750s, and 1000 GSXRs in this year range. So I found a real nice straight wave rotor. I used one, I guess it's a wave, whatever, one of them style deals, you know what I mean? But she's nice and straight, lined up with the caliper perfect. I have to bleed the brakes yet, I haven't done that. And yeah, I found a black GSXR front fender. It ain't perfect, but not much else on this bike is cosmetic wise. So, you know, my tank, so it fits right in. It can be painted to match, you know, painted blue with everything else later on down the road, but it kind of bothers me not having a front fender. I never did care for that. Don't really need it, but it doesn't weigh anything, so it's real light ABS plastic. I don't even think it's an OEM Suzuki fender. I think it's an aftermarket ABS fender. So, but whatever, man. It's not broke or cracked. It fits on there. Two things I got left on the front end. Put brake fluid in here, bleed the brakes, and mount that fairing back on there. And I'm getting to the point where I'm about ready to try. I gotta get some aluminum and probably be able to make some little brackets off the triple tree down there to get it mounted, and then come up with something else off of the maybe them clip-on bolts right there to come out and mount the top of it, mount it in 4 points, get that on there. And then I never really been good enough to, I mean, I guess I can try to make a template for this and cut a piece of plexiglass and then, you know, paint the back side of it so it looks gloss, and you maybe just glue it in there. It's handy when I'm trying to bolt stuff together, but when it's on there and it's done, I need to cover that up because it's sucking wind right through there. And it's kind of an eyesore, but front end's definitely come a long way. And of course, before I ride it, I'm gonna put 2 brand new tires on it. So there's that. Going forward, I guess, guys, if I had a TIG welder, I would have probably just built my own swing arm, because for some reason, all the import guys don't have this problem, but on a Harley Davidson and the, you know, the high-end bagger guys, they've got it figured out, because this side of the swing arm has to go out an extra amount so that you can get the wheel in the dead center of the bike. This guy builds some nice stuff, don't get me wrong, but it's just, and you look at the, you can go look at the turbo bike. Again, same swing arm builder, same guy. You can look at this thing and you can see the wheel is definitely off to the left on it. I can see it. I think the tail's tipped out so that it makes up for it, but yeah. But, and that's really close, so I don't know. I did get me some batteries, because I think that's the problem with the turbo bike. That key fob, it's an 07. It's hard telling when the last time those batteries were changed. And I'm going to take care of that, see if that thing will crank. Make sure I got it on got my trailer close to the shop so I can wire, run some power out to it so I can keep a battery tender on that, because I think this battery will recover. These things literally, if you look at it, I mean, I'm barely hanging on to that. That thing don't weigh nothing. It is extremely light. Parts Unlimited. There's your part number. And this one still shows one light which says low. So I'm going to try to charge this one back up. And if this thing recovers, I'm going to probably put it in this bike and take that 14-pound battery out of there. But it might be the same situation. It might need to be on a battery tender full time as well. I don't know. But the lightweight battery that I had purchased before with the posts on the wrong side, it's brand new. I gave it to Walter for his soft tail. So it's a lot easier than trying to send it back. And I think I paid like $200 for it. It's a really good battery, but it just wouldn't work on this bike without completely redoing the battery cables, which I wasn't willing to do at the time. So moving forward, guys, moving forward. I'm hoping maybe January, February, I'll have this thing back on 2 wheels. Sometime in February, probably. I think this machine work that we're doing here is going to be the biggest setback. I really need to get the wheel in place before I can determine what sprocket I need for the front as far as offset goes. See what I can do with that, and then move forward from there. There are other things I can do. I can make these spacers for the shocks to get them squared away right, so they're straight up and down without having them cocked or anything. And like I said, I got to fabricate a new chain guard for it, which is just a trip to Lowe's, get some aluminum angle and some straight aluminum, and a little cutting and drilling and polishing. And kind of wish I had a Cerakote set up so I could Cerakote that so it was black. I doubt I polish it. I really doubt it. So anyway, guys, that's just an update look. We're making some forward progress on the thing. Unfortunately, I'm going to stall on this back end a little bit because of, like I said, getting the timing frame, getting the machine work done. And of course, I got to fabricate something to mount the back seat to where the fender previously was. And then I'm going to attempt, see if we can get a better look at this without the seat on there. I'm going to attempt to attach this dude, attach this guy to the bike somehow, some way. I'm going to end up having to cut a bunch of it off, but I'm going to try to cover the back wheel with this the best I can. And Zeus fastened it on there. So in 3 places, I should be able to just remove the back seat, or the back seat, remove the seat rather, and then be able to access the front Zeus tab on that. So probably be, I don't know, maybe off of this or something. But I did, if I said or not, I did get a little 110 flux core welder for doing stuff like this. Second divorce ago, I sold pretty much all my fab equipment, my lift tables. I had pretty much a turnkey motorcycle shop when I lived up north. That first divorce of mine pretty much made all that go away. So, and I never really recovered from it. So, yeah, I'm working in a little 10 by 14 shed, and I got to store all my stuff in my trailer. But I gotta be honest with you guys, I wouldn't trade it for the world. Getting to do what I want to do, what I love. Who wouldn't want a nice big shop with checkered floors and all that fancy shit? But this is what I got, and I'm pretty happy to be doing it. So anyway, I want to say thank you to everybody for watching. I do have some big news coming soon. You guys are going to want to hear this. So thanks for watching. Appreciate your support. Please don't forget to hit that like button, and any ideas, concerns, comments, questions, drop me a line, and consider subscribing. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.